That's a good one from Billy Joel at 92.3 K-Rock, New York's only classic rock and roll radio station. Nice to drag out some of them favorites every now and then from Cold Spring Harbor. And Everybody Loves You Now. I'm Meg Griffin. It's 25 minutes before 9 o'clock in the evening here at K-Rock, 92.3 K-Rock. You know about us, New York's only classic rock and roll radio station. Jimmy Fink coming along at about 10 o'clock tonight. For those of you who are wondering what the heck my voice is doing on at this hour, we've played what do you call it, musical chairs with the disc jockeys around here, and we've all decided to go into some other time slots. And so I'll be doing this one, and Jimmy will be on after me. As you know, Tony Pig is now in middays, and Flo and Eddie sharing afternoons with us. Speaking of which, those guys are out at the Aerosmith show, and I believe that they have tracked down a couple of guys from the band. Does technology work?
Flo and Eddie here backstage with Steven Tyler. Hello, good to see you.
Yes! Yes!
I
just caught these guys in the hallway here, and I said, what gives? I was looking at my direct sheet of all the things that we got to do during any given day, and I look down and I see Brad Whitford and Tom Hamilton get Flo and Eddie. I said, what gives?
They assigned you
they
people,
assigned
right?
me, yeah, and I said, wait a minute.
Wow, it's really good to see you. Seeing this
great to
success
see it,
must be absolutely thrilling.
It's overwhelming. I was just telling somebody out there, I got this gratitude bag. It's like to feel like Santa Claus. It's like, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people have really stuck with you. And plus, they've watched you, you know, as your act is cleaned up and as the last two albums have gotten so good that critics couldn't ignore it anymore. I mean, you know, not only the success of the record, but it sounds so good. You guys are so
How's it feel in the
fine.
90s to see this happening?
It's crazy. I mean, it's like when I hit 40, you know, you see that number. It goes from 30 to 40, and you go, oh, it's such a change. Well, it's like the 80s to the 90s. You see 9-0. You think, my God, I'm still out there rocking and rolling and kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
with the
that's
knowledge that you're healthy enough to get through the 90s and then decide what you want to do.
Yeah, you know, so much of health is a point of view, and it's like, you know,
it's an attitude.
You know, it's an attitude.
How's it feel seeing a little of that rock and roll money coming around in this day and age?
You know, in the 70s, I heard all these stories about this one and that one that went down the tubes with their millions of dollars and their yachts, and before you know it, it wasn't quite put in the terms of they snorted it up their nose, but they lost it all because of bad management and this and that, and I never in a million years thought it could happen to me, but you know, that stuff happens.
Well,
you don't see it, you know.
We were all younger and stupider then. I mean, you know.
Did you really at a point hit was the low financially like nothing? I mean, even after all those 7 or 8 albums, had it really reached that?
It really did. It's not that it was, it's like you can't put your finger on it. It's not that it was bad management, you know, and it's not that it was basically the drugs and what we were doing to ourselves. You know, the drugs takes the spirituality away from it. Yeah. What the hell am I in this for? Right. It's the spirituality. Yeah. That's what allows me to be a songwriter. I was born with this gift, and here I am filling my nose like every day's Friday night.
Numbing myself to the outside, right.
Yeah, it was fun for a while, but the thing about drugs is that even when people have a heart attack and they put on these chemicals, in 10 years, those chemicals don't work anymore. So what was once fun, later on will kill you because the human body turns against you.
Immune system.
Immune system.
So what do you tell these younger, you know, like the Skid Rows of the world that are going, hey, party with us, man. Come on.
I can't say anything because I can only cite examples. Yeah. My program tells me that the only way, I mean, not even my program, I never listen to anybody.
What, are you on a
if Hendrix would have come up to me and said, well, I was effed up the other night and I fell down, I had a seizure, and I died. And I would go, yeah, and? I don't know how I would have taken it, but I can only use it by example now. I just tell people. I don't ever tell anybody that, you know, don't do this, you can't do that.
Out of here.
Yeah, that's right. This isn't the little train.
We'll have to do this again.
Please, anytime.
Real show sometime.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for taking the time, Stephen. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you again.
All right.
Alrighty, 92.3 K-Rock, New York's only classic rock and roll radio station. Flo and Eddie with the folks from Aerosmith out there at the arena where they will be kicking some major butt, I am sure, in not that long now, maybe about 20 minutes or so from the time they're going to hit the stage. And this is New York's only classic rock and roll radio station, 92.3 K-Rock, which you know, and this one's for Noah.